Hi everyone, this is Sam again with another update on the hydrostatic diesel motorcycle. The project's coming along very well. I'll just go through the list of everything I've been able to work on since the last video. As you can see, I've run the hydraulic lines through the frame for the front and the rear motors. I've put a heat shield, mostly for decoration, and drilled some holes in it to kind of give it the look of kind of like the heat shield off of a gun. I've got my LED headlight, which is three watt LED bulbs with a red halo ring around the outside. I've run the hydraulic return lines that go back to the backbone of the bike for the return coming off the two hydraulic motors. I've got the air filters on the turbo. Another thing I've added is this leveling system that I've come up with, which is actually a park brake handle off of a semi-truck, and that when you push it in, normally that would be applying air to the brake chambers to get them to release. In my case, it's going to be applying air to the bags and lifting the bike up. And from there it runs to these two regulators, and the regulators will allow me to adjust the front airbag pressure and the rear airbag pressure, so that I can get the bike balanced. And when you pop the valve out, it bleeds off all the air and sets the bike right back down on the ground. I've added an additional valve, which is my main bypass valve, right next to the all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive valve, and that allows me to kind of select the amount of pressure that's leaving the hydraulic system going directly to the reservoir, so that, you know, if you have it fully closed, that will send 100% of your hydraulic pressure to the wheels. If you have it half open, that will send about 50%, so that when you release the clutch, you'll only go about half as fast. So it's kind of like the valve that you would use on a hydrostatic lawnmower. This is the difference between, you know, the turtle symbol and the rabbit symbol. Another thing I've added is this 2.5 gallon jerry can, which is actually going to be my fuel tank. I've realized that my two bomb-shaped tanks, I was originally going to use one for air and one for fuel, but it ended up working out better to just leave them both as air reservoirs and add a fuel tank to the rear with a small diesel pump to pump it up to the motor. The other things I've added is this military ammo can, and that's where I'm going to store the motorcycle battery inside of there. I've got my heat shields on each side to protect my legs. I still have to wrap them with exhaust header wrap, but and I'm going to end up painting them because they're two different colors. But here is my switch panel, which I'll have the air compressor run on one, fuel pump on the other, and the main kill for the little solenoid over here, down in there. That's a solenoid that opens and closes the main fuel line, and those will all be run so you can flip them on, as well as an ignition switch in the start position. And that's about all the progress so far. It's coming along pretty well. Hopefully within the next month or so, I'll actually have some footage of this bike cruising on down the road. Thanks.